Oh, look, another city has flipped to me. This is amazing. And, oh, Vilnius, at the same time, a double whammy. Exciting times. Now, Vilnius, I believe, yes, had an entertainment complex, so bread and circuses time for them immediately. The theatre square is sorted, so that's all looking good. Theatre square is all sorted in this city as well. So, really, that is two amazing pickups. What I need to do now is just make sure that all of my cities are still giving me good value for money. Like, Liverpool can only hit Damascus, and this new city can hit that as well. Valletta can only hit the capital, and this new city can as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make both of these cities obsolete, just so that I know that I don't want to be keeping great works here. There are better places for them. Oh, I've also got Plymouth now doing bread and circuses as well. That's lovely. Oh goodness, we have all the best things going on here. All the best things. Any more trade routes? Yes. I can start trading to France and to Mali. It'll get my tourism up a little bit. Slowly just increasing this. Who's the culture leader? The Mayans. Well, that might be a big problem for us once we knock their capital out, which hopefully I'm going to do very soon. Omani is now going to Antananarivo, as we all know. That is the most amazing city name. And when she's there, she'll be able to hit all of these cities with loyalty bombs as well. Look, Paris is way away from everything. There's no way we're going to actually finish this game off in a culture victory, but it's good fun. I'm enjoying this. There's Hermitage. This is right on the Mayan border, which is a great thing because that's 4 more slots of art that I can throw towards them. Artwork, weirdly, is the one asset that I am least affluent in. I don't have as many slots of art than I do anything else. I'm buying it while I can, but there seems to be a bit of a low art game that has gone on at the moment. I mean, that's fine generally. I'm keeping an eye on the AI. Sometimes they're giving me opportunities to buy all of this extra art, although, to be honest, I'm trying not to buy too much from a Congo, because I feel like I'm going to get all of that anyway. No, I think I own all the art in the game. Weird. Another city over on the coast, Tonya. Actually, that's really handy because I've been waiting to put Sinbad across there, so now I can go, well, hey, go find me some barbs. 4 charges and 2 turns. Yeah, I feel like that's not a good ratio for me, but never mind. That is the Congo capital. Oh, 14 population and genuinely amazing to see Theatre Square in there as well. 61 production. It's pretty good. There's no great works in it. I think for whatever reason, somebody seems to have taken all the great works from this city. Cough. It probably was me. Oh, and this city over on the east as well has also flipped this turn. Anything exciting there? No Theatre Square in this city. Oh, it's a bit boring. Now Quilla has moved through, which is good. Another city. I can build a shrine. Actually, we'll just instantly build a shrine in that city. It's another 2 slots for great works. I think this one actually came with the Raven. It did. So there's at least one thing here, which is cool. Moving all of my great works around is getting complicated because I have too many fronts of which I'm stealing cities from at any one point. This city should be pretty much the last one I take from a Congo for a little while. Damascus is going to clean up these borders quite nicely as well. If I can take this capital city, that's good. Really, I need more slots of artwork. Once that goes in, we're looking good. I can also start to get Stadium in, which is a really nice pickup, so I will start to look to do that in a turn or 2. Actually, scrap that, we did end up getting 2 separate cities this time around. This one from the Congo and Damascus. Damascus, this is in a golden age, this civ. Arabia is in a golden age and we still managed to pick it up. What does Damascus have in it? Oh, a Theatre Square. Yes. Well, okay, that's awesome. And what about this city? Did you have a theatre? Yes, you did as well. That's lovely. Well, we must be able to make a couple of cities obsolete now. Now that we've done that one, yeah, Palanque is no longer useful, so we can get rid of this one finally. I need to keep doing this to as many cities as I can. Wonder construction, you say? Interesting. I think I might look to do a stadio, because a stadio is good fun. Let's get this stadium sorted in Manchester, and yeah, I mean, I can't help myself. The Stadio is my favourite wonder, I think. Just all those extra amenities in all of my cities. It's a huge difference. It is massive. Let's just rush this through. I think that should be plenty of production. Okay, yep, that's the capital. The capital's gone and it immediately became my biggest city. That's insane. Bread and circuses time. You're doing lovely. Oh, What a pickup. What a pickup. Actually, with that, I can retire 2 more cities. Cobber in the middle of my empire. That should be a lot of great works. And Vilnius. Both of these can only hit this little tiny city. And honestly, that one's going to fall. Look, it's already on minus 32. That's just ridiculous. It's actually timing to do a bit of theming. We can get a bit more tourism just by mixing up my great works a little bit here. This is nice. I should have plenty, like absolutely plenty. It doesn't matter how many times I mark this as unacceptable. France keeps asking me for a culture alliance. It's like, no, I don't want it. Please, go away. With my kindest recommendations, please, sod off. It's like, I don't want it, not today. Yeah, that's it, mines. Yep, your city is 1 turn away from flipping. Build Christa Redentor. I could not think of anything better for you to be doing with your production right now. That is like, yep, 100%. 100% just the best thing that you could be doing right now. Oh, what morons. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to steal this city, and then I'm going to close off my Mayan border. I don't need any more of their little like tiddly cities over in this direction. None of them are particularly good. They haven't got any districts. I'm fine with that. So I'll shut these cities off and I'll move all my great works over to the right of my empire. I'm actually still stealing this from the Congo. They're about to build Broadway, bless them. Oh, and I'm going to steal this city as well. You know what? I might accidentally knock the Congo out of the game, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep them in because I've got tasty tourists with them right now. Ugh. Terrible. Anyway, there we go. Those are the last cities. So actually I can close off a bunch of my cities on the left of my empire now. I might still passively steal a couple of these cities, but it's not going to be a deliberate thing. I don't need them anymore. I'd rather keep the Mayans in the game, keep trading with them, so that I can get all of that tasty tourism. Uh-oh, that's a Category 5 hurricane. It's actually named Southwest though, so that's good. We've taken one more 14 population city from the Congo. Feels like a bit more than we need, but you know what? Sure. One more city. How many cities has the Congo got? 1. Okay, yeah, I don't really want to take that city, so I'm going to have to just remove the great works from my northern cities and hope that we won't put the pressure on them. Actually, oh, I see that. What we could do is we could now offer them the cultural alliance, although my alliance doesn't expire from them until 10 turns. So, okay, maybe we're going to have to do something different, but still. Have you seen the tiles up here, though? There must have been a couple of really bad wildfires in this area, because these are like 10, 8, 7, 10. Amazing tiles. We're burning through the theatre square projects. It's actually really handy. Industrial era time. We've got environmentalism, which is really good for tourism, but let's see who is in what. The Congo's in a dark age. That's probably not very handy for me, but Saladin's gone from golden to normal. That's pretty handy. Reform the coinage is looking good. I'm hoping that means, yep, some of these border cities are now going to start to flip towards me. That's what we want to see. Going to quickly get Hercules back in. I can start using Hercules to spiral things together a little bit more. Now, this city's going to flip really quickly, isn't it? I don't want to take this one. Please. Go away. Can I just reject it? I want to reject it. Oh, I can give Congo luxuries. Let's do that. Does that help? Does that help at all? It's such a minor difference. Nope, doesn't help at all. That's harsh. Someone declared war on Congo. They've only got 1 city and not very much loyalty at all. Like that, if you ask me, is harsh. They have a settler though. They do have a settler, and there is a chance the settler might actually escape. You never know. At this point, weirder things have happened. Estadio! 2 amenities in every city, as well as 6 culture in every city, plus the greatest car park known to Civ 6. One of the most amazing things to collect. Look at the upward arrows in my empire. Explosions! What are they trying to advertise in the stadium? No one's entirely sure. Was that TNT? Was that like a thing of soda? Not entirely sure. That seems to be karaoke. Now the areas are down. Oh dear, no one can really be sure what's going on in that stadium. Now I have an amphitheatre in Bristol, as well as an art museum, so finally I can start moving some of my great works around. I've got far too many now compared to how many useful slots I have to put them in, which is the total opposite of how it was a little while ago, but you know, what are you going to do? Muscat is mostly broken, for whatever reason. Not entirely sure why that's the case, but we will just say sure. I want a little city down to the south as well. We're flipping Hong Kong, we're flipping this city. Yeah, I think a Arabia. Arabia, we've kind of broken the back of their resistance now, which is relatively amusing. I'm actually going to give the Congo back a city in the hope that they stay alive. I want them to remain in this game for as long as possible. -50, you say? This may be problematic. I need to survive 6 turns with them, then I can get Cultural Alliance, and I won't feel as bad about everything. You know, there are the random times when you're playing Civ and you totally forget about it and tune in and you realise, oh, it's a really pretty game at times. Look at this random inland lake metropolis I've created. We have the Galapagos Islands with a Colossus just guardian standing over it, combined with water parks so that we can get to all of the amazing tortoises. Cities either side of it, surrounded by theatre squares, mausoleums, forests. It's just a beautiful little inland lake, even cold, a little canal city to the south, mausoleum in the distance, the mountain ranges round there with the Estadio just randomly on the coast, and all the whilst, the whole thing ruined by the presence of Liverpool. You can just imagine the children of this city going, why do we live on this random tiny 2-tile island whilst the rest of civilization literally stretches round us in all directions? Why are we here? And the parents are like, please shut up, child. You just live on the island. We have crabs. We have hundreds and hundreds of massive ship-sized crabs. Never leave the island, Timmy. Liverpool is everything you'll ever need. Never leave the island. So it is turn 174, and if you are an observant little chicken, you will have noticed that I have been putting community posts and Discord posts up recently, just letting myself vent some frustration with Civ, because it's happened again. This game is soft-locked. I can't progress past this turn. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but it will not let me progress past this turn. I have tried probably for the best part of about 6 hours to get this to work, and I cannot, and I'm just scratching my head. As soon as I press next turn, it renders, it crashes somewhere in Korea's turn. I've tried everything, every single fix I can find online, from Discord and on random Google searches. I have done it all, I promise, and I cannot get it to work. What I thought I would do is just take you on a little tour around the map and show you this beautiful little empire that I've created, because I'm actually very proud of it. These arboreal maps are just lovely, and I mean, look at these yields. I am so proud of this. I mean, I know 2 coal spawned on it, but honestly, don't even need the coal. I'd rather just have these delicious yields. Funny thing is as well, is I could even make the yields better. I could make them better. Look, I could preserve right onto this tile and it would go bomb, 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 and stretch into there. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. You're not going to see it finished, unfortunately, but I'm going to do it for a moment. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 preserves around. I love it when you get all of these little tiles around just to sort of help together. I haven't even finished some of these. Like, there's a sanctuary in that city, in this city, so there's 2 sanctuaries that I could have built. So these yields could be even better, but this is a highlight of this run for me. Taking this 24 population capital from the Mayans again, I actually had to pull all of my great works away to keep them in the game, and I was having to do a very similar thing with the Congo. They would have been taken out next turn. I did give them a city before the game crashed, and maybe they need to give them sort of 2 or 3 cities, because that one was flipping in a whole 2 turns with a -50 pressure, which I found amusing. Arabia was now beginning to flip as well. You would begin to see quite a few cities flipping to me now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 cities on the border, all with the delicious England symbol. That one was 3 turns, 8 turns for Cairo, 4 turns, and look at all these wonders I was going to pick up as well. The Casa, that would have been a very nice little pickup for me. Lovely holy sites, theatre squares, I believe Medina. Oh, we almost finished Big Ben. I almost want to let that finish, but unfortunately I can't. Progression, I must continue. Actually, which city is that one being built in? Oh, it's being built in the cities of the south. That's even better. And we were stocking up on great works. If anything, I had too many. I just hit 100 great works and I could have got more. I physically didn't have enough cities on the front line to take them all. They were just being put in random central cities, and because of that, I had 1,400 culture, 1,150 tourism. I was winning a tourism victory. I would have won in the next 20 turns. I haven't even tried to do this. That's the crazy thing. I haven't put a single national park down, not a single ski resort, improvement that gives me any tourism. literally this is all just passive tourism from my great works and from having so many wonders. So this was just getting better and better and better. We would have won in the next 20 turns anyway, and honestly it would have been just an exercise in pressing skip turn. But Deity++ provides us with so much joy. Look at Korea already getting themselves to the moon. They're just working on nanotech right now, and yeah, 572 science on turn 140. That's 170, sorry, that's pretty good. Only I have more science, and that's because I've sort of stolen all the science, and also I'm getting quite a bit from my great works as well, which helps me massively. France appeared to be going for a religious victory, which I find relatively amusing. Diplomacy wise, no one was really winning score. That's a ridiculous score considering the size of the map. A tiny little map, some great score. And I've just retired from the game to show you the rankings here. You can see that I wasn't even building the most buildings. Gandhi was having an industrial moment. They were putting carbon into the atmosphere. They were building out nicely. It was really, really impressive to see. In fact, actually, Korea were barely building anything. Korea were the only people to take a city themselves. Founding-wise, I really pushed the early game founding, and then I just sort of started taking other people, so there wasn't much for me to do. Districts, this is where, as a player, I always beat the AI. I always put a lot more districts down, and that generally is what makes you win. My culture, I was winning the culture game before turn 100. Of course I was. I just took the science lead, but Korea was having a game, as were the Mayans. Very, very stiff competition between the two of them. It was the Mayans that had the better score game, but Korea were keeping them honest for quite a lot of that. Religions founded, yes, very nice. 6 religions founded in total. Wonders constructed, I built a few wonders towards the end of the game, but again, India industrializing heavily, very impressive. And the Mayans pulling the era score out quite quickly from the beginning of the game. It just shows you how good they are at the beginning of the game at just expanding out and making sure they have a good start every time. Thank you so much to everybody that supports the channel on Ko-fi and Patreon. It's at these times that it really, really helps me to get through the problems that Civ gives and the frustrations of trying to run a YouTube channel on a game that's not supported anymore, but it's all fun, and I'm really still enjoying this, so thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be spending a lot of time now going through my game and stripping out mods and trying to repair files again to see if we can get Civ working. I don't know what the problem is. It's highly frustrating, and it seems to have been a thing since about, well, the Gathering Storm release, so it's been out for quite a while now, but we shall see if we can get this working. We will resume with A to Z very shortly, as well as looking forward to seeing a couple of other videos I'm going to throw in about bits and pieces. But I wanted to again say to you, the audience, thank you so much for all of your support and the likes and the comments and the interaction and helping to push the videos out at the moment. The algorithm is a beast. It's really, really difficult to fight, especially when you try and do something a little bit different that the channel's not used to. It can be very harsh at times at suppressing those videos and not letting them get seen by people. So thank you again. If you see a video, just all the love you can give it, I'm always massively appreciative. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy. Thank you for all of your support, and everybody that supports the channel generally. You're all brilliant. Thank you.